Welcome, Kenneth Matos, Director of Market Insights, HCM. HiBob.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for having me today. As the voice of God said, I'm Ken Matos. I'm the director of the newly founded Insights Lab at HiBob, and I'm here today to talk to you about something that comes up a lot in our work. So we are an all-in-one HCM covering everything from HRIS down to LMS work to finance, and being really based in the idea of skills. And how are skills a fundamental aspect of how we organize work in our world today? And so one of the things that I, as the person charged with thinking about stuff at HiBob, engaged with was the question of, what do we mean when we say AI skills? It's a word that pops up a lot, but it doesn't really necessarily mean a lot to us. So, forward. There you go. So, we are in the midst of an AI gold rush. Everybody's hunting for people who can use AI effectively, who have the appropriate skills. We see that there's job posting spikes about it, that people are willing to pay more for organizations and individuals who have AI skills. But it's still kind of a buzzword. Like, when I went around and asked people, what do you mean by the AI skills you're looking for? They're like, generative AI? I'm like, how do I assess that? How do I source that? How do I develop that? That's not a thing that we can use in a day-to-day process. And so we really need to start digging into how do we break down what we're talking about when we say AI skills and give ourselves a bit of a taxonomy, some language to be able to talk to people, to say, this is what we put in a job description, this is what we're trying to assess for, this is what we're trying to develop, and these are the kinds of tools we need to do that. In order to do this, we are leaning into a research project surveying about 5,000 people around the globe who are involved in the process of sourcing, developing, and assessing AI skills, to have them tell us what they think are the most important skills for people to learn and other information that will help us guide organizations to be able to have more fruitful conversations. So one of the things we've been playing with are different frameworks for organizing skills. One of our earlier models really looks at this idea of foundational understanding. So what is it that AI does? How do we just basically prompt it? Some of the most basic tools that you need to be able to use it. Moving over to how do I make sure that the data that's coming out of it makes sense? Drawing a distinction between is it true and is it meaningful? How do you scale processes? I think the next level conversation we've heard about today really focuses on this idea of, all right, you know how to use AI, but do you know how to use AI with someone else to build something more end-to-end? And then how do we do this in context with fair and ethical use, with a tool that can obscure who actually did anything, as well as thinking about how we continuously learn and grow experience when AI today is not AI tomorrow. And so, very quick example of what we're playing with foundational understanding. We look at prompting and query design, trying to break that down to very specific things that you can say, is this person doing it well? Are they not? Managers who come to you and say, I want someone who can use AI skills. Well, which AI skills are you talking about? Which are most important for the tasks that you're doing? And giving them a framework to respond to. By no means do we think we're going to come up with the AI framework that everyone will use from now to the end of time. But I think there's a real opportunity to be the point of the spear and put out a starting framework that is tested and validated around the globe so that people can actually begin to have these conversations and continually make things better. And so in addition to just understanding the basic skills, we're also going to be looking at questions around how confident are people that they can get those skills in the region in which they operate. What premiums are they willing to pay for the particular skills, not just AI? Who's responsible for training AI skills? Is that the universities, your unions, your guilds, your companies? And are they actually ready to do that? These are all questions that we kind of need to know the answer to build out better strategies and figure out where we're going to sink our investments. And so this research will be fielded in the next couple of weeks, and we will be seeing that come out of the HiBob Insights Lab within Q2. So I'd love to speak to anyone who'd like to know more about it or has any frameworks that they're using in their organization that they would like us to compare to them. So with that, I'd like to close by reminding you that we have a really fun opportunity for a raffle with a lunch and conversation with our L&D team about how they are training our people to be more AI forward. So with that, I thank you for your time, and I look forward to meeting anyone who's looking to chat. Have a great day.